It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, it is indeed the midday broadcast of Expresso. Thanks so much for sticking around with us on this Heritage Day. Now, the earlier phase of lockdown really gave people the opportunity to begin their transitional hair journeys in earnest. And if you're looking for top tips on beginning and maintaining your progress, then we're back with content creators and hair influencers, Abongwe Qokela, Amanda Carpede and Gregg-Macdonald, who are here to just serve up the best. Am I allowed to call you hair influencers? Is that okay? Shall I pull that one back? I retract. But let me start off again with you, Abongwe, and tell me about what you found most surprising in terms of your journey, in terms of what you need to allow your natural hair to just live its best life.
I had to find out really quickly, like, my hair says, leave me alone. My hair's thing is, because when I started growing my hair out, I was like, okay, cool, I'm watching all these YouTubers, I'm watching all these shows, it was like, use this, you need this, you need this, you need this. And my hair was like, that's not what we want. A good coconut oil, a good this, a good that, simple. My hair wants to be left alone. And I was shocked because I'm like, everyone else is growing their hair lush and it's beautiful and they're using all these brands and my hair isn't as soft as theirs. And also I then had to quickly understand that our hair is different. Yes. We might all be 4C, but our hair reacts to products differently.
Yeah. 4C, by the way, is a category of hair type. I think I'm like a C2 at the back, C1.5 in front. I don't know. I haven't done the test, okay? Yes?
Yeah, because it's different. Also, because now everyone is like, no, you must distinguish your hair as porosity, this and this. And I'm like, look, my hair right now loves what it loves, and we're going to give it what it loves. Yeah. I'm not going to be trying, also because I'm lazy, guys.
Let's be honest.
There is no time. We don't have time.
Yeah, that's true. It takes a lot of time as well to prepare. And Amanda, so you've got a YouTube channel.
Yes.
And we've been seeing some visuals of it as well, where you share do's and don'ts and tips and stuff like that. How have you found it, especially in terms of the feedback that you're getting, how have you found that the YouTube channel is a helpful resource for your followers or your subscribers out there?
Yeah, I think during lockdown, because of the fact that people couldn't go to their store or go to their hairstylist, they decided to return to natural. We call it not going natural, we call it returning to natural.
Returning. You were born natural.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and then they started looking for resources, and because I had the blog, not everybody likes to read as well. So I thought, you know, I need to really just pick up on my YouTube channel, and that's what I did. I received so many questions about you know, what is low porosity? What is high porosity? How do you do that? How do you do this? So I decided to start the YouTube channel, or at least to increase the increase my content so that people could actually learn from it.
And we just got a call right now. I think you heard it ringing. Somebody was asking, what is porosity?
So porosity is basically how your hair reacts to the product or to water, that is.
Does it refer to the porous nature?
Exactly. There we go. You know what it is. Okay, so you get high porosity hair. That's when you put on the product and it just like seeps everything in.
Yes.
And the low porosity is where the product just... Exactly. There you go. You can be a natural hair influencer as well.
Just define it for you. It's the difference between... and
that's the easiest way
Sarah, talk to me about the curly girl method that you kind of learned about and you adapted towards your own unique style, right? And for anyone wondering out there, also share some of your top tips in taking care of your hair in the natural state that it is.
So, yeah, the curly girl method is quite a in-depth book. It's written by Lorraine Massey, so if you'd like to get started, I definitely recommend reading that. Some of my main tips, I would say definitely get a good haircut or good trim. Often most of us have spent years straightening and damaging our hair, so the ends are just really dead anyway, and they're just going to weigh down your curls, so a good chop would be great. Stop straightening your hair, which can also be such a challenge in the beginning because your hair goes through this weird transition phase, but it really is important to avoid heat. And then switch out any products that contain sulfates, silicones, minerals, harsh alcohols, parabens, just so that your hair kind of gets back to its natural state and it's not being stripped of anything. And then an added bonus is a silk pillowcase. It's great for sleeping at night. stops your hair from tangling and getting knotted. It's great for your skin, and yeah, it helps your curls last the next day.
I thought silk pillowcases and do-rags were just for rappers. But apparently they serve a much bigger purpose as
They're
well.
amazing. They honestly are amazing for looking after
Yeah.
your curls at night while you're sleeping. Great for your skin.
Abongwe, I'd like to hear your take on like, you know, wearing hair pieces or wigs or stuff like that, and how people can sometimes come at people and say, well, you're not sticking to your roots by doing that. Well, what's your take on that?
It's a big conversation where they're like, no, you need to be wearing your hair out. You need to be, because the moment you're on a certain platform, people expect something from you. And for me, I'm like, my afro is still there under the wig, in between the braids, because I love switching it up. For me, hair quickly became a form of expression, right? And I feel different with different hairstyles.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can switch it up. I'm a different girl every time. If I have a wig, I'm a different girl.
Yes.
If I have my fro out, I'm a different. If my fro is big, I'm a different girl. So even with braids, for me, it brings out a certain or a different part of you. And I really would love people to let people wear their hair the way they want to.
Yeah.
It's your journey.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You know,
also
yeah.
completely.
And I guess throughout this conversation, I've also kind of deduced that patience is quite an important factor. You need to understand that you're not going to start today and then tomorrow your hair is going to be looking like this. It's a journey, right? Amanda, share some of your top tips for wearing your natural hair with confidence.
First of all, listen to your hair. And I always say this, people need to listen to your hair because your hair is talking to you all the time. And a lot of people say that it's just hair. It's not just hair. It's an outward expression of yourself. So you need to really look at be self-aware, and also start loving yourself. And the patience will come as you go along.
Yeah. Abongwe, what about you?
Patience. It's a big thing. It's a big thing because our hair grows. Some people's hair grows fast, some people's hair grows very slowly. And now because I know people with very short hair who do everything the most, but their hair isn't growing. My mother's hair is like that.
Yeah, yeah.
She does everything, her hair doesn't grow that fast. I do minimum effort, maximum. But my hair just grows, right? The whole thing about listening to hair is very important. Just so you know, and also understanding that our journeys are different and everyone's hair is actually different. We might be doing the same thing and get like something completely different, and don't give up in the process.
Yeah, form a personal relationship with your hair. Listen to it. All right, so ladies, we're going to get you in the kitchen very shortly because we're going to share some natural hair remedies, if you will. I'm very excited because Graham did say that he will apply some of these natural products to his hair by the end of the show. So I'm certainly looking forward to that. So stick around. When we return, the ladies will be in the kitchen. We're making some food-based hair masks that you can try at home.